For the put method also, it's a similar code, same JSON object you will take, and you can use put method to store your JSON data, and then can use the body method in the request body method to supply the data. Then you can call the method. So which method you want to call. So it's a similar, again, given, when, then format, right? So see where is our, this is our site. First we'll create a, so request put API dot feature, and then we'll so let's take from here feature file put API. But only one method, one scenario we have written here. So if you observe here, request put API feature scenario, update user scenario. Given I want to provide valid endpoint to update user. When I send a request to the server with valid request body to update. Then I validate update user response status code. So 200 is the data table concept. And validate the update user response body fields. So that's it. The same thing you can write the code. Similar, you just copy and put this in the parentheses, then write the code. Valid endpoint means you have to give base URL plus service endpoint URL. Both you can give. And this one, so basically you have to write the given, when, then get the response, and then make it a global variable, and you can use in any other methods. So that's the so this one. And let's call this. Let's create a code for this. Same similar thing. Put API. So a JSON object equal to new JSON object. So given I want to provide valid endpoint to update a user. So public void, I want to provide valid endpoint to update user. So RestAssured.base URI, read property, the base URI. RestAssured.base URI, read property value, service endpoint. So when, second step, when I send a request to the server with valid request body to update. So JSON object dot put method, name Morpheus, JSON object dot put job. So you can change whatever the job you want to give. For example, automation tester or developer, whatever you want to give, job you can give. Name also you can give any name. So that will update. Basically, it will update to that. Rest. So RestAssured dot given headers body. This JSON object dot toString. You are converting into toString format. So that's what we are supplying in the JSON format. When put, so you are updating the /2. So this is the request slash user till users you will get, and /2. So the remaining whatever the so URL here, remaining thing you can give in the put method, or put or get or post, anywhere you can give that. So then This is not required content type application JSON, but if you want, you can do extract response. So you are extracting the response from all this execution, storing in this response variable here. So then I validate update user response status code. So data table concept. So list of string expected data equal dt dot as list. So int expected status code equal to integer dot parse int this expected data dot get of 0. So you're getting the value from this list and converting this string into integer, and that's the status code you're getting. So now assertions dot assert equals, so resp dot get status code in this expected status code, both we are comparing. So then validate the update user response body fields. So update user response body fields you can validate. So string, so actual name equal to resp dot path name, resp dot path. So the name you are getting actual value, that is the, and expected value. So you can get from the body where you have supplied, right? This one. So you stored in the map, right? Map dot get basically, JSON object dot get name, JSON object dot get job, assertions dot assert equals actual job. So this is get. So you can compare both of them. Actual job, actual name, both you can compare it. Okay, so that's the same we did for the post method also. Next, last one. Any questions here? Similar, say same code. Generally, so we'll use a similar kind of code. And so it's still in the framework they will refine. So get URL. So they will create a methods. So based on the environment, based on the environment, different environments we will have, right? So then they'll write a small method to get the required environment URL. That you can assign to base URI. So that's it. And the last one, delete API feature. So this is also single scenario. So delete API scenario, given I want to provide valid endpoint. When I send the request to the server, then I validate the delete response status code 204. So then you have to write a step definition file for this. Step definition is easy, similar to that. Just only says response object. Given I want to provide a valid endpoint. See, in the given only you are providing base URL and the service endpoint URL. So when I send the request to the server, public void I send the request to the server. So RestAssured dot given headers, you are supplying request headers, accept application JSON, content type application JSON. So when delete, you are deleting the /2 user. That means user 2. Then extract.response. And I validate that delete response status code. So we declared here, right? So in the here 204, this is the data table concept. That data table concept you are implementing here. So I validate the delete response status code data table DT. So list of string expected data equal to, so DT dot as list. So integer dot parseInt expected data dot get of 0. And so you're so converting that into integer format. And from this response dot get status code. So your actual status code and expected status code, both you're comparing. So this data table is very important. You see there how many columns data you are supplying in the feature file in the step below. So based on that, you can write as list or as lists. So if more columns are there, as lists, yes, you have to use, okay? And a list of list you have to use. If it is only one row, one column, then you can use only list. One list is enough. So that's all about this code. And just run this, and you can right click and run from form.xml also. Just say maven clean, and you can run maven clean install. You can run maven clean install. It will execute so all the test cases. So that we learned in the hybrid framework, right? Same way you can run. So it will run all the files. Done. So that's quicker, right? Even you see UI test cases, if you want to run, it will take a lot of time, right? But here is the 47 steps it executed successfully. And you got the report also. You can see the report. So that's the beauty of this API testing. API testing is much faster than UI. Even one test case running time, you can finish this. So all that things 100% passed. So one by one, you can see get API feature. Delete API, post API, and put API. Put API. Okay. So, and also how to run only particular tags, right? So we just see that only particular tags. So this is the tags. If you just enable this and give this comma, so only smoke will export. So out of from all this, see what are all smoke test cases. Put is a smoke, delete is a smoke, and get first one smoke. Yeah, first one only smoke. Post, first one only smoke. So only smoke test cases will run. So right click, run as test ng test. Only smoke test cases will run. That's it. So whichever the tag you want, you can run your test cases with this tags concept. So tags concept is mainly used. You can run only specific scenario or a specific feature file. So based on your tags, that is the main purpose of tags. Even you can run, see this report if you observe, it will have. So we didn't show reports of JSON and other things, right? I'll show you the JSON and see it's only having, say, smoke, only smoke. Yes. Let me show you the report, of JUnit report. And so if you just right click, and you can see JSON output, JUnit.xml. In the JSON format also you will get. So this, you just copy this report. Okay, so it is not readable, right? You should have a JSON plugin for the Chrome, then it will show proper. So for example, you take this into a JSON Pathfinder. Okay, JSON Pathfinder or any JSON validator. So JSON Pathfinder or JSON Online Evaluator, anything is fine. It really helps you. So clearly you can understand. Beautify, click on beautify. So you can easily watch. See here, so elements, start time, name, get API to list all users, description, request get API feature to list scenario, keyword scenario, steps, result, status passed, provide valid endpoint, the step 1 given. So the keyword is given. So you can see here, the keyword name also it will show. Provide valid endpoint to fetch all users. Passed status. Okay, this step status also you will get. Then send the request to the server. So the keyword is when. This step is passed. And validate the response status code. And the keyword is then keyword. And the tags. So these are the tags, smoke tag. So like this, you can see all the, so each delete API next. So each step status you can find out. So what keyword for this used also it will. So Gherkin keyword. So that is the Gherkin keyword. So that is used for this step. And this step status. So next, so this is the step. And this is the keyword. And so delete response status code. And so you can see 204. And then keyword. Right? So rows, cells, this is the one we have given a data table. Below this step we have given, right? That one. So this is how you can find out each step in the JSON format. This is the JSON format. So you're getting. Now, same thing you can find in the HTML, XML format. So you can see here JUnit_XML. Just expand this. Cucumber.xml. Properties. Yeah. Provide valid endpoint to fetch all users. Given I want to provide valid endpoint, you can see each step status passed. You can see that. So when send the request to the server, passed. So then I validate the response status code 200. So step wise, it is giving the pass, failed, whatever you want. So that's the this the XML also very, very useful report. And these are the three reports, HTML reports. These are HTML reports, and these are JSON and XML reports. Yeah, that's all. So if you want to push this code, okay, if you want to push this code to GitHub repository, so you can do that also very easily. And you can just right click on the project properties and navigate to the project location. So this is the project, right? So same this path you can give. This is the one. You can create a repository there. Okay, you can create a repository there in the GitHub. Let me. So github.com. And I want to create a new repository. Click on new repository. So I'll give the repository name this one. So API RestAssured BDD style. Just create a repository. So repository one time only will create, okay? So one time only you will create. So repository is created. So now you already in this, just right click, open the, so a git bash, open a git bash here. Okay. So it just initialize git init. So automatically it will initialize the git project. And you can add all these commands if you want. So all these commands, if you want, you can add. See, these commands you can execute one by one. So you can add a README file if you want. Okay, you can add README file. The README file also will come there. So and also you can just say now git status. See, these are all the files you need to add. So instead of adding one by one, you can do git add dot. So all the files will be added. Now you do git status. Before it was showing red color, right? Now it will show in green color. That's the advantage. Once you add and you can so see whether those files are added or not. Now git commit. So you want to commit. So this one, these commands you have to execute. Okay, these commands you have to execute. Already this one is there already, so you don't need to do that. So git branch minus main. I'm converting into main. So the master branch now, right? I'm converting into main branch. So it convert to main branch. Now you do git commit minus m RestAssured permission. So now you do git push. So if you do git status, it will say nothing to commit. Nothing to commit, working tree is clean. That means all are committed, saved, everything. Commit means you're saving to local repository. Now you push that to remote repository. So git push minus u origin main. So you're pushing to main branch. Origin to be a git repository. You have the correct access rights. Let's see this one we can give. Git remote add origin. So git push minus u origin. Yeah. So you have to do git remote add origin. So just syncing with that. Now you can refresh. All the code will come there. See that? So entire code came here. So that's how easy you can save your code in the your own repository, so that it will be available whenever you want. Even you can now so you can clone my this entire code. Okay, you can clone this entire code. You can clone this entire code and you can import into Eclipse. So I hope you know how to import the code into Eclipse, right? Did I show you that?
The clone you showed us to Ramesh.
But not import, huh?
Not import.
Okay, let me show you how to import into Eclipse. That's another important. Okay. So as you know, you cloned. Okay. How to import? We should know that.
After cloning to local, we will create a branch.
Yeah, you can create a branch.
Yeah.
You can create your branch. After creating a branch, you can, without creating branch also, you can import to your Eclipse. So importing to Eclipse is not required. Later you can create if you want. Okay. So let me go to another workspace and then I'll clone this. Okay. I'll clone this code. Okay. Then I'll show you how to import. So how to clone? So you must be aware of this. So that green color code will be there, right? There you can clone it. Let me show here GitHub projects. Okay. So here I will clone. Okay. Show more git bash. So you can clone here. Git clone and a repository URL. You just give the git repository URL. This is the git repository. So copy this HTTPS or SSH, whatever it is, and paste it. See, the code will be cloned here. Now you go and you can see the code here. See, entire code is cloned. Now you go to the Eclipse. So here no files, right? So you don't have any files here, right? Now go to file. Okay, how to import? I'm showing. Import existing Maven project, because already it's existing, it is available, right? That's why I'm selecting and browse. Where is that? So documents, GitHub projects. That's it. And finish it. See, the project is imported here. See, all the code, you can use it. Okay, so this is the how to import. Clear?
Yeah. Okay, Ramesh. Clear.
That's it. File, import, existing Maven project. Next, browse it. So browse and you can add, and then it will add to. So your workspace. And then you can start working. So that's easy, right? If you want to explore some code, and you can add to your project and know your Eclipse workspace, and you can explore it. Okay. Yeah. So that's all about